Hi, it's good to see you. Did you know that when I was growing up, my mother was very normal, a normal mom. She made the best food, and I just loved her cooking. She did the best she can to, just raise us up the best way possible. But did you know that there was a time when I had a breaking point where I was thrown off guard, and it completely rocked my world with her mental condition. All of a sudden, when I was around 29 years old, I just had Jason, who was just a 6-month-old baby. And when my father was going out of town to Korea, so he asked me to just sneak in some medication that she's been taking into her food or into her coffee. And that was like puzzling to me. Oh, okay. So I just kind of went with the flow. But I knew that from years prior to that she was not herself. She did some strange things. And I asked my father about it before, and he just said she was going through menopause. So I just believed him and just took it as it was. And I didn't really ask any questions about her condition. So I went to her house, and me and Andy, I was holding Jason as a baby. I went and it was really quiet, kind of creepy in there. So I tried to sneak some of this medication into her food or cereal bowl. And then I would just kind of say to my mom, oh, I'm here, your daughter Lisa's here, hi. And then it was just quiet for a while. And then Andy and I just kind of stood there waiting in the living room. And after this quiet silence, she comes out. Her door is a screeching sliding door. So she opens this door really abruptly, and she comes out to the living room, and she just kind of starts marching towards us. And to the side there was a table, and there was a big vase sitting there. And then all of a sudden she was quiet. She went there, she took the vase and just smashed it and threw it down on the ground, which startled Annie and I. We were quiet, and she turned around and marched back into her room, and closed her screeching door, and that was it. We were so shocked. And I remember I looked at Andy and I said, okay, what was that all about? That was freaky. And I just had a new baby. Jason was 6 months old, so I was kind of going through a lot of, like my own things I had to deal with, and my mom was not there completely as, I was a new mother. She didn't really teach me or guide me with too many things of how to care for a new baby. So it was kind of sad. And after that, I asked my father, I said, Dad, what's going on with Mom? That was a very strange, peculiar behavior, which kind of really threw me off. And he said, Mom has schizophrenia. And that just shocked me, that word, schizophrenia. My mother? Oh my gosh. So I was just really torn and tattered mentally. I was blown away. And I grieved my mom in my heart. I had a funeral. I thought I lost her mentally forever, and she would never be normal again, and we could never have an ongoing relationship for the rest of my life. And I was so disheartened because I just had my new baby, and how sad for my baby not to get to know her grandmother. So that time, it just awakened me. This was about 21 years ago. And but the main reason why I'm telling you this is my wonderful father and his beautiful love that he receives from God. And with that love, he's able to to take care of my mother gladly, the best way that humanly he knows how to. And let me tell you a little bit about my father. My father is one of those men who is a go-getter, who is fearless. He has accomplished so much in his life with a lot of successes. And, here we are, we had a mansion at one time in our life. But he is the kind of father, he reminds me a lot about Apostle Paul. Apostle Paul, he wrote more than half of the New Testament. Apostle Paul was a Pharisee, and he was highly respected. He was smart. He had a lot of power to kill Christians. This is the kind of man he was. But then he met God, Christ, on the Damascus Road, and he totally turned his life around and gave it all to God. And Apostle Paul says in Romans 3, everything that I have gained is loss compared to what I have now for the sake of Christ. And that's a little bit how my father is. My father, he's had so much success and accomplishment also in his life. And his most important jewel, gem, his love is for my mother and taking care of her. So with this love, I asked my father one day, what is one of your past regrets and what is your greatest accomplishment, knowing that he's done so much in his life? He experienced life to the full. And he said, the past is the past. And my greatest accomplishment is taking care of your mother, to make her happy, to please her, and just to have her be at peace. I was so astonished with his answer. Wow, what a great example of love for me. I'm able to also have that love and shine God's bright light because of the example my father had on me. And I'm able to also pass that to my children and to other people as well. So it's amazing. God's love is that powerful. And with Christ, we're able to receive this love and shine and pass it on to others. You know, this life, we try to do so many things, have so many accomplishments, so many trophies, so many success stories. But in life, there's going to be ups and downs and tragedies. Who thought my mom was going to have schizophrenia, a mental condition? But my father has such a great attitude. Joyfully, he researched and found the right medication to help her mental condition and experiment with the right dosage. And now he used to sneak the medication into her food or coffee or tea, because with schizophrenia, they think that they're normal after a while and they think that they don't need to take medications anymore. So my mom stopped many times, and she had many relapses and had many tragic, ugly episodes. But God, my father persevered, and he kept on giving her medication, and now he found a beautiful way for her to really take her medication without her knowing. That stabilized her brain. They take 5 supplements each day, both of them. She thinks they're vitamins and for her diabetes and cholesterol and other things like that. So every morning routine, he gives 5 to her, he takes 5, and they both drink it together. And now for the last several years, she's able to mentally be sweet as she was. And I'm so glad to have my mother back mentally, and I appreciate her much more now than ever. So I hope my words today encouraged you to also shine God's love, and in spite of everything that we have in life that we can enjoy as we live in this life, that it is all considered loss, like Apostle Paul says, because we have Christ, and that is nothing compared. All of our successes is nothing compared to that relationship and that love we have in Christ. I'll see you next week, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. Bye-bye.